All right, welcome. This is going to be a allied placement game against Ehsan. I hope I'm saying that right. Ehsan was gold rank number 10 with the Axis and a silver ranked allied player. So with that, let's get right into the gameplay. All right, Russia round number 1. So we're doing our West Russia jam strategy. So we're just going to buy 8 guys. And then we're going to hit West Russia with everything we got. Except for one plane, which is going to go down to Egypt. Hold on. Right? We're not taking that. All right. All right, combat was as expected. I think we lost a guy, maybe one guy. Our fighter's going to fly back to Moscow. Our sub is going to Sea Zone 7. The AA guns are going into West Russia. This fighter's going down to Egypt. And then everything is going back. Let's do only one. Let's leave one guy there. Alright. Alright, I think that's it. I think that's good. Alright. That's going to do it for, let's see. We're going to put our 8 infantry into Russia. And we are all set. Alright, that's going to do it for round 1 for Russia. And I'll see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 1. Alright, United Kingdom round number 1. So Germany bought 7 infantry, 2 artilleries, and 2 tanks. Let's see. Let's go to the combat. He took Karelia, the Caucasus, 17, Sea Zone 17. Okay, so he killed my destroyer and took Transjordan. And then Sea Zone 7, he lost 2 subs and a cruiser, but he got all of his planes left. And then Sea Zone 10, oh, he tried Sea Zone 10 with a sub and didn't work. Let's see. So, I'm being super aggressive with United Kingdom. So what I did was I bought a tank and an aircraft carrier and a plane. All that shit's going for India. And we are going to hit Sea Zone 37 and New Guinea. So let's grab these 2 dudes, take New Guinea, and then we're going to hit Sea Zone 37. Okay, and then we're going to hit Caucasus with a bomber. And we're going to hit the transport with 1 plane. And I think that's all we're going to do. Alright, so let's do it. Sea Zone 37 generally is about a 63% chance to win. Maybe close to 64. And if I have anything left over, it'll be good, but We'll have to see. I mean, this is a battle that can be really put us. Oh, wait a minute. I got to take trans too. I'm going to take trans. All right. Let's do it. Unlikely New Guinea. Unlikely 37. Strong. Strong. Okay. We'll take out the sub and the aircraft carrier. Wait, no, it should have 3 hits. That was bad. Fuck. Nope. Take the cruiser and a plane. Damn, that was terrible. That was terrible. Alright, let's do it. Oh my god. Alright, that was a miserable first round. It was pretty fucking terrible. He's battleship survived in 37, which is about a 12% response. Or 12% result, I should say. And we were unable to take the Caucasus, which is another shitty result. Couldn't get a 4 with the bomber. Bomber's going to Russia. Cruiser's going to C-Zone 10. This guy's going here. Fighter's going to West Russia, and this fighter here is going to West Russia. Let's see here. We can save the transport and move it here. Because he's got nothing that can kill it. So that's good. But it sucks to have the battleship here. It really sucks. Oh well, this could be a short game. Because I'm going to put my stuff in India. And he can hit it with the battleship and the destroyer and planes and kill everything. Well, we're going to do it anyway. And see what happens. So, let's see. That'll be it. We'll move one guy into Persia. That's ugly. That is so ugly. Alright, we're going to mobilize the aircraft carrier, tank, and the fighter. Where am I going to put the fighter? Let's put it in 35 anyway, just to make him kill it. Which he's probably going to be able to do anyway with his destroyer and fighters. But at least if he does that, it's less fighters to deal with some of this stuff here. So that's just terrible. It's going to be bad. But like I said, we're being super aggressive, so it is what it is. Anyway, that's going to be it for United Kingdom round number 1, and I will see you guys back for USA round number 1. All right, United States round number 1. So pulling up the board this morning, or this evening, I should say, I am reminded why you should not be drinking before you take your turn. Some of the players that I've played would argue with that, but clearly I do not know what the fuck I was thinking trying to drop a solo fleet in C-Zone 35, although I got a less than 1% result, losing everything in 37 when I had a 63% chance to win that. So but I do say that if you are going to drink, I recommend the Allegrini Palazzo della Torre 2021. It's a fantastic red blend, and it does the job quite nicely. So with that, I will get back to this. This guy in Japan, he had a fantastic turn. He bought an aircraft carrier, a fighter, and 2 infantry, so no more transports. But here's the beauty part. So I was looking at, obviously, Hawaii, and he did not lose any units in Hawaii. And then I looked at his combat results. He had a combat turn where he lost 1 infantry for the entire round 1. I've seen some pretty good Japan round 1s. I have never seen, I don't think, a turn where every attack was successful, resulting in the loss of 1 infantry for the whole turn. So, needless to say, I am put very far behind. But oh well, it is what it is. So, I didn't want to, but I'm going to hit Hawaii back again. And then I'm going to try to get together as much landings as possible in Europe. I can hold the West Russia Jam I've played before. One of the things I'm going to try to do is get into the Caucasus as soon as possible, a lot quicker than I did last turn. I will give him about a 10% battle to take West Russia this turn with Germany if he attacks with everything. I'll give him about a 10% battle and see what he does, and then I will have to switch up my defenses. So I went ahead and bought an aircraft carrier, 2 transports, a destroyer, and 2 infantry. And then for our combat, I am going to sack one transport. I'm going to sack just to take Morocco. That's really just trying to be a pain in the ass. Other than that, take a point away from Germany, get him focused on having to deal with this and not just pushing into Africa, which he's going to push into Africa anyway. But I just like to give him something to think about. And then, and then we're going to hit Hawaii. Okay, that's it. I think that's all the units I can go there. All right, that is all of the units that I can send to Hawaii. We're not going to do anything else with America. All right. I ran this battle. Let me see. Did I run this battle? I don't think I did. So what do I got? I got 3 fighters, a bomber, a destroyer, and a battleship against a fighter, a sub, a cruiser, and an aircraft carrier. Looks pretty good. Oh no, I only did 2. Was there 2 fighters or 3 fighters? Oh, there's only 2 fighters. Sorry. It's still 90, still a good percentage battle, so we'll see how that works out. Let's run it and go from there. Alrighty. Alright, combat was excellent. We did not lose anybody in Hawaii, so we're going to land all of our aircraft on Hawaii. And then we are going to, this bomber here can go. Ooh, I gotta move this transport. This transport's going over here. I wonder if he'll be super aggressive and use this stuff to hit this. Huh. That would be interesting if he did. Yeah, I don't know. Alright. We're going to send our cruiser here, our destroyer here. We're going to grab this stuff here. And go to 12. Our fighter is going to go to Sea Zone 10, because we're going to drop an aircraft carrier there. We're going to take one of these guys. And we're going to move this guy here and this guy here. Right? Man, I should throw the aircraft carrier and the stuff over here. Oh man, I really want to. But I'm not going to. I know I'm going to regret not doing it, but I'm not going to do it. Alright, so our fighter goes to India. These two guys go to Kazakh. And I think that's it. I think that's it. Alright. Alright, aircraft carrier, 2 transports, destroyer, and 2 dudes. All on that side. Alright. And then we will buy, let's see, 2 artillery and 6 infantry. And for our combat, we will go here and take 1 guy. Actually, you know what? Yeah. And we'll take our 2 fighters. And we will take the Caucasus. Right? Okay. Alright. For the non-com, our 2 fighters are going to land in West Russia. All these guys are going to go to West Russia. This guy's moving back. This guy's moving back. These guys are all moving back. This guy's moving back. That kind of sucks. We're really going to give up a lot to Japan, but it is really. I put myself in this position, so it's kind of shitty. But I did it to myself. So let's see. I think that's it. Like I said, this should be about a 10%. Actually, I took away one of the infantries. It's probably less than that now. But we'll see what he does. We'll see if he takes the 10%. I don't think he'll take it because he's in a pretty strong position. He'll kill. So here's the other thing. The percentage is going to be even higher because he has to use one of his planes, either a fighter or a bomber, to take out my transport here. So that's just 1 less that's going to go at West Russia. So you can always factor in your odds to hold are going to increase if you give him extra targets over here. So hopefully my plan is by round 3 I will be able to drop a fleet off the coast of Germany here and start landings. Can I hold out that long? I don't know. I really don't know. I may lose India rather quickly. I might. But I think I can drop some of these fighters from England down here to India. And then, because I'm not going to be dropping a fleet this turn, I'm going to be dropping it next turn. So I'll have to run some numbers. He only has 2 transports, though. Which is going to slow down. He's going to buy a bunch of transports, I would think, this next turn. That or an industrial complex, or maybe a combo of both. So, well, we'll see what he does. And I will check back with you when it's time for United Kingdom round number 2. And let's mobilize our guys here. How much money do we get? It's 24, so we can buy 8 more guys next turn. So if you look at the war report, oh, he's already got a 20-point attack power lead on me. Economically, I am making 55, 96, and he's making 72. So for now, I have the economic advantage, but that's going to change pretty soon. But if I can make this nut too tough to crack for a couple turns until I can start landings off the coast of Germany, then that'll be good. But we'll see if I can do that, because I really put myself in a bad position with that silly buy and the disastrous Sea Zone 37 with the United Kingdom. So anyway, that's going to do it for United Kingdom that's going to do it for USA 1 and Russia 2. And I'll see you guys back for UK round number 2. Alright, United Kingdom round number 2. So Germany bought 10 infantry and artillery and 2 tanks. Stacked Karelia with 17 infantry and 12 tanks, but no artillery. Let's see. Let me go back to the combat. Used a fighter to kill Sea Zone 13. Used a bomber, a tank, and an infantry to take Morocco. Lost an infantry and lost an infantry taking Trans. Just used the old battleship bombard, Trans, whatever. And did that, and then he put, set up a replacement artillery and infantry for Italy. And he's dropped, he's got 10 guys in Berlin now. So this is gonna suck. I gotta get landings here quickly, and I don't really have enough stuff to do it. So maybe next turn, because all I did, I bought 2 planes and an artillery for India to keep that at about a 2% chance for him to take it. And then I am going to let's see, my West Russia defense only has 4 fighters, so I can move the other fighter here, because he doesn't have... I might be able to hold Trans. I don't know. We'll see. Because his bomber... What's his bomber? 1, 2, 3... 6 to go to Egypt. So he could use his bomber on it. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. But I got to do, like, some things that are kind of silly, probably, to make some headway. I gotta figure out a way to threaten Japan, and I'm not really doing it. The 2 ocean thing sucks. I really should just flee. Which I might do. I might just flee. But because I had to kill this, it took away from where my focus should have been. But alright, so we're gonna grab this guy here, go here and drop him in Trans with this guy, and use our bomber. We could do it in Egypt. Either way, he's attacking with, yeah. So we'll do that. And that's all we're going to do, I think. I could sack a transport from England and go take Norway, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. That's all I'm going to do with England. That's kind of shitty, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's not looking good for me. All right, let's run this and see what horrible thing I can come up with next. All right, combat sucked. It took me 3 rounds to get 1 hit. And so that was terrible. Because I'm just going to lose it again. But it's not going to open up Africa because I can kill the tank if I really want to with America. But I don't have enough to... I don't have enough to hold it yet against 6 planes and a bomber. But I do have enough to hold West Russia at about a 10% battle for him to take it. And that's if I don't kill these things here. If I kill those and I go down to about a 23 and take away 2 of those guys. Let's see what I got there. Ooh, 17%? Really? Let's see here. It's 4. 19, it's 10. If I kill one of them, it's down to 7. I don't know. I'm going to have to abandon West Russia pretty soon. But it is going to take him 3 turns to get this fat stack in range. So hopefully by then I'm doing landings back here. It doesn't look great for me right now. But I have... let's see. Yeah, he's already got a 40-point lead on me. Which is bad in round 2. Oh, man. But I have 38... Oh, I haven't finished my turn. So I'll have 38 money with which to spend on a fleet. So I might be able to get the fleet enough to defend. I'll have to do some math, but that is what it is. It's kind of the name of the game. Anyway, let me finish this turn. That's all I want to do. We're going to throw our 2 fighters and our artillery into India. And we're up to 38. This is just a repetitive thing. He's going to do this again and win this, I'm sure. Because if both of my infantry had survived, I could maybe have landed a plane there like the American and try to put up a defense. But I don't think I can do it now. I don't think I can do it now. I don't need the American plane for the West Russia defense. But I do need it right now for the India defense, so we'll see what's going on. Anyway, that's going to do it for round 2 for United Kingdom. I'll see you guys back for round 2 for United States. Alright, United States round number 2. So Japan bought 3 infantry, 2 artilleries, and an industrial complex for Manchuria. And he actually tried to hit India. Well, he hit India. He took the undefended stuff here in China. Took my transport out with his destroyer, and then he hit India and had a pretty good result. Although he was unable to take it. But he killed all my land units and my American fighter. Which I fucked up my defense profile. I forgot to put bomber first on that. And AA gun. So that was stupid. I'm just making all kind of mistakes. And then he attacked my battleship and my destroyer and lost a plane. I'm assuming the plane crashed into the ocean. How did he lose? He selected to lose a fighter and then kept the destroyer there. I don't understand that. I don't understand. I guess because if you would have kept the fighter, he would have had to move his aircraft carrier maybe over here. So that's probably why. But was I really going to hit it with? I guess, maybe. Anyway, and then he put the complex in Manchuria, 2 artilleries and 3 infantry to Japan. I went ahead and just bought more Navy with the United States. Another aircraft carrier, a destroyer, and a plane. Infantry and artillery. And we're going to stack and set up and get ready to set up to land in Sea Zone 8. Maybe he'll stack France. He might stack France. But in any case, if we do that, we can get in a position where we can start landings. Which is what I want to do. Maybe we jump up to Sea Zone 3 and start landings up here. I don't know. We can also get West Russia to a 92% to defend. Which is nice. Although we are going to lose Trans again. For sure. And probably Africa, which is really going to suck. So I might have to send my bomber and kill this guy when he takes Sudan. Man, that's going to be rough. Because then he's going to get in here. That's going to really suck. Oh, well, it is what it is. Let's see. So I don't want to do any combat with America. And then for the non-com, we're going to grab these guys and go here. That's going to go there. Our aircraft carrier is going to 12 with 1 plane. And then these 2 planes. Why can't I put one there? Oh, because I'm going to mobilize it. Alright. Probably just can't get there. Alright, so those 2 planes are going to go back up there. Our transport is going up here. And then our bomber here is going to go... Man, I kind of like it down here. So I want to get it down here or up here? Where do I want it? We'll put it up here. Our aircraft carrier, our fighter, our destroyer, infantry, and artillery. For Russia, we're going to buy 8 infantry. And we're going to go 2 guys in the fighters. Oh, fuck. I forgot to move those fucking guys. God damn. Why did I do that shit? Oh my god, I'm so fucking stupid. I'm just not paying attention at all. I needed to move those Americans because they're going to die now. Oh, I hope they take somebody with them. I'm just fucking this game up. Alright. Let's see. Is that all I want to do? Just take that one? I think so. fighters go back there. Everything moves forward. Let's see. This guy's going to go here. One guy's there. Two guys there. This guy's moving back. He's going to have 4 artillery. He's going to have 4 infantry and 1 artillery against 3 infantry. He's probably going to win that one, I would think. And maybe I'll land some United Kingdom fighters there. Oh, man. This game is getting sillier and sillier. Yeah. All right, 8 infantry. Should we do 4 and 4? Yeah, let's do 4 and 4. All right. Oh well, it's not great. It's actually not. It's really bad. That's what it is. But I guess there are worse positions to be in. I just can't recall any. All right, that's going to do it for USA 2 and Russia 3. And I'll see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 3. All right, United Kingdom round number 3. So Germany pressed forward, but now he's buying land units for Europe, which is smart. 12 infantry, 2 artilleries. He moved forward. He took Sudan, moved his tank back here, took Ukraine, losing no infantry. He lost nothing, actually, and took Trans and lost nothing. So he lost nothing. And he's moving into Africa, and he's moving closer to Russia. I cannot hold West Russia anymore. Not with the 25 guys and an artillery and his planes. I cannot hold this anymore, so I'm going to have to back out of it. So this turn is just as good as any. And I mean, obviously, I'm so far behind. I got to do some risky shit. So I'm going to do a carrier drop. I put a carrier. I bought a carrier for India. I'm going to drop it there and try to kill his transports and his battleships and get rid of them. And then, so I bought a couple of tanks and a plane. Plane, obviously. So what's going to happen is, if this is a success, if it's not too much of a disaster, I may just throw the aircraft carrier up in C-Zone 7. Or C-Zone 8, I'm not sure. Maybe 7. And maybe he'll risk a plane on it. And then I can throw 3 units in India. But I have to do some stuff that's probably not the best, most ideal, but I have to do it. Which is going to allow me to do the carrier drop and attack this with 4 fighters and a bomber. These fighters have to leave anyway. I got to make sure when I do this battle that I kill the fighters that would have landed on the carrier first, just in case I want to change where I drop the carrier, just to give me more options. Let's see here. Okay, and then we're going to take Morocco back this turn, and we're going to land all of our shit. No. We're going to land all of our shit in C-Zone 13, and then we're going to start jumping up, either go into the Med or jump up here. Next turn. And then we got to do this. So let's do it. All right. I'm not sure how much longer I can hold out from Russia. I'm just not sure. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah. Let's see here. If everything's in 13, no. All right. Yeah, it's going to be rough. But at least I have two more turns of buying shit for Russia to have a defense. And he's not going to be able to get much more forward. Maybe a couple more tanks. And the planes where they're at now cannot hit Russia. So I can actually probably hold out defending Russia for a little bit longer until I start landings. And so that's what we're going to do. So we'll see. Basically, this is probably the turn it comes down to for sure. I'm way behind right now. I'm down 51. Wow, that's just way, way, way bad. And then economically, it's 79. I'm still economically doing pretty good, but other than that, not good. But if I can push forward into Asia here, I'll do that. I might have to put the plane here anyway because I need to get it up to Russia next turn or so. So we'll have to see. Anyway, this is the plan, so let's run it. Okay, I did not anticipate that. That was absolutely fantastic. I didn't lose anybody. The battleships got no hits, and I think all 5 of my planes hit on the first round. That I don't think I've ever seen that before. That is ridiculous. Ridiculous. So our bomber is going to go back to India, and 2 of our planes are going to go back to India. This may die, but who cares? Right? Who cares? That's fantastic. So our center destroyer down to 13, and our cruiser down to 13. That was ridiculous. But I will definitely take it. So I'll have 4 fighters. Okay, that's... Wow. All right. That's fantastic. So anyway, I think that's all I need to do. I think it's all I can do, really. All right. All right, the aircraft carrier and the 2 tanks go into India. And the fighter is going to go into United Kingdom. Wow. So a destroyer and 2 fighters against an aircraft carrier and 2 fighters. Let's see. 2 fighters and a destroyer against 2 fighters and an aircraft carrier. It's 28%. Wow. He's had pretty good dice. So I wouldn't put it past him for taking that battle. I would definitely not put it past him. And he could also use the bomber, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he cannot use the bomber unless I miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. So that bomber's out of play. Unless I really fucked up the count. Alright. And then obviously what I gotta do is kill... Once I kill this stuff here, since he has no transports for at least... He's gonna land nothing for at least 2 turns. This turn, and he can buy them. Next turn he can land them. In fact, he could buy like... Let's see, he's got 9 units. He could probably buy like 5 transports if he wanted. Right? Yeah. But I assume he's going to buy 3 tanks. What's Japan's money here? 35, so 3 tanks is going to be 18, so that's what, 17 left? So he's not going to be able to buy 5 transports. He could change it up and just put a couple infantry there and buy the transports, which maybe that's a better play for him. But it looks like we're going to live for a little bit longer. Because that's a fantastic result. So anyway, that is going to do it for England round number 3, and I'll see you guys back for America round 3. All right, America round number 3. So Japan, interestingly enough, did not buy any transports. 2 infantry, 1 artillery, a fighter, and a bomber. And then he actually tried to kill my aircraft carrier and 2 planes. Succeeded in killing the 2 planes. I messed up here. I should have had my aircraft carrier to die first on that one. That way the planes would have just landed in India. I should have done that. Because the planes obviously are more valuable than the carrier, especially since I think he's just going to run his battleship through the Med, or through the Suez Canal here, and kill my aircraft carrier. Which is fine, because once he does that, I'm going to trap him out here somewhere. Yeah. Anyway. And then he pushed forward, which I kind of hoped he would do. Now, I didn't... Obviously, I was hoping... I should have moved those guys out of there so I had them still, because I knew they would die. But those guys are going to die. That guy's going to die. And then basically we can just push through with minimal Russians, take some of this stuff back. He's going to have what? He'll have 3 tanks. He'll have a bunch of turns with some tanks. But now that India is under 0 threat, I can push forward down here. He has no transport, so it's going to take him a while to get places. Even though Japan does have some money, I think. 40. They're making 40. So it's going to be a few turns before I can actually cut into that. And unfortunately with America, my logistics aren't the best right here. But I'm going to try to shore them up. It is only round 3. I just bought 3 more transports, 2 infantry, 2 artillery, and I'm going to use those 2 infantry that are in Canada, move them over to Eastern Canada here to get them ready to be transported up here probably. It's going to be a couple turns because C-Zone 10 is not safe from Northwest Europe because the bomber here can reach. So I can't leave unprotected transports there. But I don't see any combat that we're going to do. Yeah, I'm not going to do any combat. Alright, for the non-com, our bomber is going down here. These guys are going to land here. All this stuff is going here. We're going to grab this stuff. And then we're going to put all of our fighters. Right? These 2 dudes are going into Eastern Canada. And I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah. I did the math on this. It's safe from his air power. It's safe. Let's see. All right. We're going to put our 3 transports, our infantry, and our artillery into eastern United States. All right. And then for Russia, I want to get some artillery on the board. 1 artillery and 7 infantry. How many artillery can I buy? 6 artillery? which will only give me 6 units. Or I can get 8 units. Yeah, I'll take the 8. It's better to have more units with Russia. Even though I would like more of a punch. Alright, and then because he moved forward and he has no tanks anymore, we'll go down and take that. We'll go down there with those two and we'll use a fighter. We'll take all 4 of those guys and 4 tanks. And then we'll take 2 infantry. And the other fighter and hit Bellow. This is all just to cover our retreat. We are going to back out. And I think, I don't know if I'll have enough. Yeah, I'll have enough. If he decides to go and put all of his tanks into the Caucasus, then I'll wipe them all out. But he's not going to do that. I mean, I guess he could, but I can't imagine if he's going to do that. Alright, let's get this done. Alright, combat was good. We only lost 1 guy, which is good. So now everybody is going back to Moscow. Alright. Everybody's going back to Russia. Right? Yeah. He could go there, but he's going to be dead. Which is too bad. But I can send him... I'll have to see. I'll save him for an aircraft carrier from England. What do I got there? 6 and 2 and 1 and 1. Okay. All right. All right, I think that's it. I leave 1 guy there? Yes, I did. Okay. Alright, going up to 35. Alright. Alrighty. Alright, we're up. We still have 23, so we can still buy a couple artilleries. And 5 infantry. Now he can stack West Russia, but he's going to have to clean this up. And I'm going to take France next turn, so he's going to have to figure out how to kick me out of it. So he can, but it's going to be bringing his focus back down here, and he's not going to be able to get anything forward into Russia. And Russia now, I can use a couple tanks even and take a lot of territory for Russia and get some money. I can get some money. In fact, I could. Well, I don't have it. It's not going to be America. We'll see. But Russia now can get a little bit of breathing room. Because Japan doesn't have anything close to them yet. So I'll be able to buy a lot more Russian defense. So I think we're in good shape, or better shape. We look at the war report. We're still 18 points behind as far as attack power. Economically, he's at 77, and I'm making what's that? 68, 88, 91, and he's making 77. So I'm still 14 IPCs ahead of him as far as income, so that's good. If we play the long game, hopefully we can stretch that lead out. Him not buying any transports, I think, is really setting him way behind. But I mean, he does have enough money where he could just drop a fleet of transports already. But by then, I should have pretty good India defense set up. And if he moves his battleship in here, I can just hit it with 2 fighters and a bomber and kill it. So maybe that's not a terrible idea. Anyway, that's going to do it for USA 3, Russia 4, and I'll see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 4. All right, United Kingdom round number 4. So Germany, still buying land units. 10 infantry, 2 artilleries, and a tank. I'm not going to go through that. I'll just go through the combat. He pushed into Africa, right? He took the Caucasus because nobody was in it. Right here, he took Persia, nobody was in it. He took West Russia, killed the infantry, took Bellow, killed the 2 infantry and lost 2 infantry, which is nice. Archangel killed an infantry and didn't lose anybody. One thing he did not do, he did not stack West Russia. Maybe he's going to try to do that later. But I'm in a position to start landings now in Europe. But I am going to have to be kind of thin to win as far as defending the sea zones. So I did some calculations. I can get sea zone 15, although unless he does 2 carrier drops on me. If he does 2 carrier drops on me, he'll only have a 17% chance. So he can go from a 4% chance to a 17% chance. That ain't gonna work. Okay. Let's see. Let me go back to Sea Zone 8 because I need my Sea Zone 8 defense. Alright, I'm gonna have a fighter and an aircraft. So I went ahead and bought an aircraft carrier, which I had to do. And I'm gonna land a fighter on it. I'm gonna move 3 destroyers there. A cruiser, and then I'll have the aircraft carrier. And that's... As long as I take both Northwestern and France, these fighters up here in Karelia are out of play. So they're must-takes. I put attack things on them, they're must-takes. And I want to kill this battleship. I'm sick of it. It's done. I'm going to use most of my fighters to kill it, and we're going to hit Italy as well. And then we'll try to clean up Africa. But once his transport's gone, we can clean up Africa. And I'm going to just, I know it's risky, but I'm going to push into Burma as well. Hopefully both of my tanks survive, and then we're going to start taking some of Japan's money as well. But this is, I was worried about India, but I'm not going to because we're going to kill this battleship no matter what the cost. Alright, so that's what we did. So the first attack we're going to do is we're going to grab our tank and blitz that. And then we're going to take our infantry, go to Sea Zone 8, grab 1 more infantry, drop them in France, fighter to attack France, and cruiser. Why do I keep doing that? Bombard. All right. I gotta remember to move this. All right. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah. So that's what I'm going to do there. And then we are going to push into... We're going to push into Burma. think that's all I want to do. We got to take France. All right, let's do it. Alright, combat was pretty good. We did lose a guy in France. Alright, so our fighter is going to C-Zone 8. Our destroyer is going to C-Zone 8. So now we'll have a destroyer, a cruiser, an aircraft carrier, and a fighter in C-Zone 8. I'll just need 2 more destroyers from C-Zone 13. Right? And then we'll move our fighters and our bomber back to India. Oh yeah, I was going to move this, but I don't care about it anymore because I'm going to kill this. Where am I going to send this? You know what? I can send it like I'm going to send it someplace. Put it over there. Yeah, I just don't want him to attack it. Even though he might, I mean, that would be a silly attack for me, risking a bomber for an aircraft carrier, but maybe not. I mean, it is IPC positive. I wouldn't do it, but who knows? I don't know. I'm not understanding why this guy hasn't bought any transports. He should really be buying transports, but he's not. We will have to clean up some stuff with Russia. All right, let's do this here. Make one more. I did that. Cruiser, destroyer, aircraft carrier. I need 2 more destroyers. Got 3. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be tuned. Oh, it's going to be what? 4 or 3 and 1? Yeah, 3 and 1 probably. All right. All right, the aircraft carrier and the transport goes into C-Zone 8, and everything else goes into India. All right. All right, that was a kind of a long, drawn-out England turn, but if he doesn't do anything about these tanks, then I'll just run down here and take a bunch of Japanese money. I'll take a lot of Japanese money. And then I'll try to fight off some of the German stuff, because I do have to have some Russian money. I definitely need some more Russian money. But if we can keep his attention over here, maybe we can get a decent stack here, and we can... I mean, we should be able to clean this up pretty soon. After this is dead, we can clean this up and start sending stuff up here from India, maybe. I don't know. It's a long way out, but it's early in the game. So anyway, that's going to do it for UK4. I'll see you guys back for United States, round number 4. All right, America, round number 4. So Germany... I'm sorry, Japan bought an infantry and artillery, 2 destroyers, 2 transports, and a tank. So now he's got a threat on Alaska. Right? He's got a threat on Alaska. Finally decided to buy some transports. 3 destroyers? I don't know why. That tells me he's probably going to try to set up in 64, thinking that maybe I'd buy some bombers or something. And he wants to keep them alive or maybe I'd buy some subs, you know, and then try to take Hawaii. I'm going to put up a light defense for Alaska, but what I'm really going to do is with United Kingdom, I'm going to set up an attack on the East Indies Money Island. And then if I do that, I'll see if he changes his strategy and tries to come down here to prevent what I'm about to do. So that'll be real interesting. And then I can move my stuff back. So he lost a bomber attacking Russia, which is nice, thank God. And then he took Evenki, which was nobody was in it, so he walked into it. And then he put 2 transports, 2 destroyers in there, and then a tank, an artillery, and an infantry immobilized to Manchuria. So he's putting light stuff in Asia, and maybe he's planning on shipping some more stuff over to the mainland. We'll see how that goes once I start threatening the Money Islands. But I should threaten them at least this turn with United Kingdom. I have to put up my defense, and I got to start my landings, and I'm going to clear this thing out. So my response was I bought 1 infantry, 1 artillery, because I'm going to have a transport left over in C-Zone 11. And then I bought 2 tanks for Western United States and 2 fighters for Eastern United States. The 2 tanks will be in position to hit Alaska to defend it. 2 fighters will also be in position to hit Alaska to defend it. Or if he doesn't go after Alaska, I can send the 2 fighters to meet up with the aircraft carriers down here in the Med. And then hopefully after this turn, I'll be able to get some fighters into Russia, because if he stacks West Russia after this, I won't have enough to defend it without American fighters. He'll have like a high percentage chance to take Russia, which I really don't want to have happen. So that's my plan, and that's what we ended up doing. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to attack the battleship. So we take our bomber. Sorry about all those notes. And we take our 4 fighters. My God, this is killing me. All right. And we do that. And then we're going to take 1 artillery. Let me see. Where's my Italy attack? Oh, I totally miscalculated. I gotta go 1 and 3. And no fighter. 80%. %. Yep. And if I don't take Northwestern, I'm really screwed. Oh, man. But you got to take risks, especially when you're not ahead, so that's okay. What am I going to have? 1 and 3 on this one as well? And 1 and 3 here? And a cruiser? Oh well. A bunch of 2s against a bunch of 2s. So we'll see what happens. 79%. Alright. So we're going to attack the battleship, and then we're going to attack Italy. So let's get 1 of those. And 1 of those. Go to 15. Drop into Italy. Then we'll take 2 dudes. Go to Italy. Take our cruiser and bombard Italy. And then we're going to attack Northwest Europe. So we're going to take our artillery and our 3 guys. Go into C-Zone 8 and attack Northwestern Europe. All right. All right, this is going to be interesting. Oh well, it doesn't matter if it works or not. We got to try it. And then I just need to look at C-Zone 15 one more time. We're going to have, as long as if we actually manage to capture Italy, then we'll be golden here. 4, a destroyer, a cruiser, and 2 aircraft carriers. Yep, okay. All right, if he has an opportunity to do the carrier drop on me, then I will probably lose my entire fleet. Actually, no, it only, well, yeah, he's going to do it. It's like a 20% shot. All right, so let's run these and hope that they work. All right. Combat was a success. We accomplished everything we wanted to do. We did lose the bomber, but better to lose the bomber than one of the fighters. So we are going to take our fighters and land there. And then we're going to take 1 destroyer into C-Zone 15. And that's going to give us a destroyer, 4 fighters, 2 aircraft carriers, and the cruiser is already there. Right? So, wait, what happened? It didn't do it? Okay. Go here. Go here. 1 destroyer is going there, and then the 2 destroyers are going to C-Zone 8. And I'll have 1 fighter, 3 destroyers, a cruiser, and an aircraft carrier. Okay. We are solid. We are set there. Alright, these guys are going to have to move back over here for 1 turn. We need to move this stuff here down to Africa. Nope, not 3 of them. Canadian infantry go there. Okay, I think that's everything. Double check, nothing's in there, everything's there. All right. Tanks go into United States, Western United States. Fighters go into Eastern United States. And the artillery and the infantry go into Eastern United States as well. All right. All right. We're going to buy... What's our money? Production 13. We want to go up to 17, 18. So that'll be 6 guys. So we'll be at 20. So let's do 1 artillery and 6 guys. We'll keep 1. So we get up to 21, hopefully. 13, and that's 17, 18. Well, that won't matter. Hold on. What are we making? We're making 13? If I take that back, that's 5 more. That's 18. So 19 doesn't do me any good. So let's do one more artillery. And if we take these, we'll get up to 18. We'll buy 6 more next turn. Okay. And now we're going to take 2 guys and a plane. And 2 guys. And then we're going to take 2 guys and 1 tank. Well, he can do that if he wants. Is he gonna? I don't know. It's not going to matter anyway. Did I do the math with 3 tanks? I did, okay. Alright, that's all I want to do. Actually, I can blitz this and he's going to have to go and get it. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's run this and hope this works out. Alright, combat was average. We got hitbacks on everybody and we killed everybody. So we're going to move that guy backwards. We're going to move 2 of the tanks back into Russia. We're going to move the planes back into Russia. And we're going to move this guy here. Back up here. I want to move this guy back. I don't want to have to trade it. If I can avoid it, I don't want to have to trade it. All right. Alright, I think that's it. God, this is a long turn. Alright, all of our stuff gets mobilized into Russia. And we'll be able to buy 6 more guys. So, I mean, obviously, unless Russia or Germany starts bombing Russia with his German bomber, we at least get should be able to buy 6 more guys next turn. We're not getting a lot of money though, and then I'm gonna have to start doing landings. But this here, I think we're pretty well set up here, and then we're going to set up an attack from the United Kingdom on the Money Island here. So I'm sure Germany's going to take South Africa. But now that he can't send any more troops in here, it's just a matter of time cleaning this up. So, actually, he'll just use this guy probably and go like this, probably. That's what I would do. Anyway, That's going to do it for a rather long USA 4, Russia 5. I'll see you guys back for United Kingdom, round number 5. Alright, United Kingdom, round number 5. So Germany bought 8 infantry, a fighter, and 3 artilleries. And then he took the Congo and went back up to Sudan. Then dropped his guy in Africa, or South Africa, to take that, which we kind of figured he would. He took Italy. He lost 2 infantry, destroyed an infantry and an artillery, and he took France. Only had 1 guy in France. And he took Northwestern, lost an infantry, but that's okay. Took Archangel. I don't know why he took Archangel. But Russia's going to be fine because I can trade all 3 of these and keep them at bay. And now I'm not even sure that I need to send the fighters into Russia from America, but I think I will. Because I have 2 of them here, so I'll send at least 2 of the fighters. Because I'm going to have to consolidate my fleet, because now he has 7 fighters and a bomber in Europe. So I got to deal with that. So, what I did is I bought 2 infantry, 2 artillery, and 3 transports. So C-Zone 8 is not safe anymore, so I'm going to move everything to C-Zone 7. That should be safe. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, C-Zone 7 is safe. Let me put a note. Safe. Here. Only bomber can hit. Okay. Now, he's probably going to move his planes to Northwestern or France. And then C-Zone 7 won't be safe anymore. But by that time, I can have this Navy over here consolidated. Over here again, and it might be enough to withstand. So, but because he didn't stack West Russia, I think I'm still good with Russia, although I don't have a lot of money. 18 bucks, so 6 more guys. 13, 17, 19, 20, same thing again. 21 if I can kill this too. So, we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to set up to attack East Indies. Next turn, America's going to take South Africa. So we're going to go ahead and grab Morocco. I'm sorry, we're going to grab Libya. And then, are we going to attack anything here? No, we're not, because I got to move out of C-Zone 8. So we're not going to attack anything here. But we are going to take that one and that one. Definitely take both of those. And that's all England's going to do as far as combat, right? Yep, that's all we're going to be able to do as far as combat. Oh, this is combat phase, okay. All right. Okay, now combat we already know what's gonna happen. Okay. So for the non-com, our aircraft carrier is going back to 35. Our planes are gonna land on it, and then our transports, cruiser, destroyer, airplane, aircraft carrier, all that shit. Let's look and make sure all of our England stuff is moving out. C-Zone 7. Why is it Destroyer 1 of 2 going to 7? Okay, C-Zone 7. 2 transports. Okay. Looks like we're going to see. Looks like we're good. Looks like we're good with that. Let's see here. I'm sure Japan will take this back. What do we want to do with these 2 guys? Oh yeah, we're not going to do anything with them. Okay. Okay, he can attack with the bomber and 2 fighters against 2 fighters and an aircraft carrier. Okay, what I need to do is set my defense profile to Navy defends at all costs. And let me go to sea combat. Aircraft carrier dies before fighters. And alrighty. Let me go back to the main menu. Let me go back to able appearance. That going out of that should reset my whatchamacallit? My defense profile. And then we are going to move our... Yeah, let's see here. He's going to have to attack it. But it is what it is. I missed his bomber. I should have put something else in there, but that's okay. Alright, I think that's it. Alright, we're going to put 2 transports and an artillery. Actually, I think I will probably send the American fighters here. And then they can go and kill the Japanese. I don't know. We'll have to see. And then we're going to put transport and 2 infantry and an artillery into England. Alright, that's going to do it for United Kingdom round number 5. And I'll see you guys back for America round 5. Alright, United States round number 5. So we're way behind. A lot of work to do. Not a lot of time to do it. Japan bought 2 infantry and artillery, 2 fighters, and a sub. He advanced through China. And then killed my tank, which I figured he would. Lost an artillery there. And then he mobilized the 2 fighters to Japan, the sub in 60, and then 1 infantry and 2 artillery. I'm sorry, 2 infantry and an artillery into Manchuria. So that's solid. That's a solid turn right there. So that's gonna be a pain. He's getting really strong with Japan. Russia's getting squeezed out. I need to get Russia some more money. Russia's down to like $11. So I got to get them up to like 18 again, or maybe 20 or 19. I'm going to do 19, I think. But I am going to have to start playing a little bit riskier because I'm way behind. So I bought another transport, 3 infantry, 3 artillery, and 2 fighters. I'm going to send these fighters here over to some to Russia, some to India. And then we're going to replace them with 2 fighters there. C-Zone 13 is relatively safe. It can only be hit by a bomber. As of this turn. Next turn, not so much, but I'll have the ability to hit Northwestern or France, and I might be able to withstand the bombardment or the attack from the air. Excuse me. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab this stuff here. We're going to go down here and drop them in South Africa. Let's see here. I think that's all we're going to do, bro. Oh, man. We don't have a lot of stuff to do here. As far as attacking. Yep, that's all we're going to do. Alright, so let's get that done. Alright, so combat was good there. For the non-com, we are going to send 2 of these fighters to Russia, 2 of them to India. We're going to send the rest of our fleet back out of the Med. These 2 planes are going here. And then we're going to send these 3 infantry to Eastern Canada. This artillery and these 2 tanks are going to Eastern Canada. And then this transport and these 2 transports are going back there. These destroyers are going up to Sea Zone 7. Let's see, I think that's it. Yep, I think that's it. Yep, that's what we're going to do. All right. All right, so the transport and the 2 fighters and the 3 infantry. Oh, the 3 infantry and the 3 artillery are going here. No, I'm sorry. Hold on. We're putting 1 artillery and 1 infantry. What am I doing here? Hold on a second here. We're going to put an infantry and an artillery. I should put it over there. And then I'm putting 2 and 2. Well, you know what? That doesn't make a lot of sense. No, doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's just put everything in the Western United States or Eastern United States. That makes way more sense. All right. Alrighty. Russia, we're just going to buy 6 infantry. We're going to go and attack this. And then we're going to go here and here. Let's see here. And let's say 2 guys. Go like that. I'm gonna go 1 and 1 and a fighter. And then we're gonna go 2 and 1 and a fighter. And then we're gonna go 3 of those and 2 tanks. And we better win. We better take West Russia and Archangel. For sure. I don't want to, if I can help it, not do it, but I have to do it, so. Alright. Alright, so our fighters are going to go back to Russia. And then we're going to put an AA gun into the Caucasus. And we're going to put, let's see, what can he attack me with? 6 guys and some fighters and a bomber. We can actually go with 7 fighters. 7 fighters and a bomber. Why would he do that? Well, alright, let's put 14 guys in. Right? Okay. We are going to retreat back to Russia, of course. But he's only got... He has no tanks in range. So he can do 6 infantry and artillery and... You know what? Let's send fucking... Send 7 more. And the reason I say that is because he has no tanks. He'll probably just take this. Probably won't take that with Japan. I mean, he might move into Archangel, but if he does, I can just retreat back to Russia, which we probably will anyway. And like I said, we got to do something. Okay. Alright. 6 guys goes into Russia. Alright, we're back up to 20. Back up to 20. If he wants to hit that with 7 land units and all of his planes, I would be fucking shocked. But it could happen, I guess. And then this next turn, I'm going to take East Indies. And we're going to take East Indies and hold on to it, hopefully, for a couple of turns. And that's my plan. Anyway, that's going to do it for the USA 5 and Russia 6. And I'll see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 6. All right, United Kingdom round number 6. So Germany bought 12 infantry, 2 artilleries, and a bomber. They have a fat stack in Berlin now. That's going to be a tough nut to crack. Also has a fat stack in Karelia, which is good, really good, but he's not putting much pressure on Russia. I'm guessing he's waiting for Japan, but Japan has really minimal front lines. Really minimal. I want to be able to push back on that, especially after this turn. And we're going to move into C-Zone 8 again. We're going to try to start landing in here and making a mess out of Germany. Let's see. He hit Archangel but failed. Took West Russia and won, and then took Libya and won. Which is pretty good. So I have to do something I don't want to do, which is buy another aircraft carrier, because he's set up here with Japan that he can take East Indies back when I take it. Because he's going to have a couple of planes, 4 units. And assuming that not all of my units survive in East Indies, he's going to have a decent shot at taking it back, especially with his bomber. But what I did is I bought an aircraft carrier, which I'm going to move, which I'm going to put in 35 so the planes here can land. And then I'm going to move my carrier to block in 36. And then I bought 5 infantry and an artillery, because the other thing we're going to do is take France and Northwestern with England. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to take one guy, go here with 1 transport, pick up the tank, go to 37, drop it in Borneo, or East Indies, and then we're going to take an artillery and an infantry, go to 37, drop him in East Indies. We're going to take our fighters to East Indies, and we're going to take our bomber to East Indies. Alright. And then up here, we're going to do 1 infantry and 1 artillery. Going into C-Zone 8. And hit that with the cruiser. Alright, hit my notes by accident. And then we're going to take another artillery and an infantry. Go to C-Zone 8 in France with the fighter. And that, my friends, is all we're going to do with England. Let's get it done. Oh my God. Alright, combat was good. We didn't lose anybody in East Indies, which is nice. We're going to send our bomber back to India. Our aircraft carrier is going to go to 36. These fighters are going to go to 35. Actually, you know what? We should not do that. Let's see here. Hold on a second here. This aircraft carrier can go 1, 2, and kill my transports. But otherwise, he'll have a shot at taking it back. I'm going to do it anyway. So he's probably going to kill the transports. Which sucks. But then he'll have his aircraft carriers there. He's going to have to move his fleet there. Which is fine. That might be okay. He's going to have to move something here to 36 to kill it. Yeah, I guess it's okay to sack 2 transports. Take East Indies. Alright, our fighter's going into Sea Zone 8, and we're going to move our aircraft carrier down to 8. No, not there. Sorry, I keep hitting my notes. We're going to grab our transport and move it down. God bless America. Okay, let's get rid of this. Because it will be safe now. It will be safe because I'm going to land all that stuff in there. And we'll put a note here. Alright, so that's that. Right? Alright. It's going to be a couple turns before he has enough stuff to take this back. Which is good. Alright. Alright. Aircraft carrier goes in 35. 2 infantry into India. 3 infantry and an artillery into England. That was a pretty good turn as far as income goes for England. We're up to 45. Let's see here. We'll be able to land USA fighters there, and England fighters there before he has a chance to hit this. We just got to make sure we defend India. So we'll see. We're still way behind, I think, but at least we've started landings here. We should be able to go here and then set up logistics to start landing up north, which will hopefully squeeze help Russia here and squeeze Germany out of here. But that's going to take a while. So anyway, the game is probably going to go on for a lot longer. So anyway, that's going to do it for UK round 6. I will see you guys back for United States round number 6. All right, United States round number 6. So Japan bought 4 infantry, 2 artilleries, another transport, and a destroyer. Then they moved forward into all the undefended territories. Let's see. Then he went to 37, killed my transports. We figured he would do that. I didn't really have an alternative to it, but it's okay. I might just buy an industrial complex with England and just start building fucking units there so I can keep it forever. I don't know. I'll have to see how the turns go for Germany and Japan, or Germany next turn. So let's see. Must have maybe got a surprise strike in 36 and killed my aircraft carrier, which kind of sucks. I'm probably gonna have to sacrifice another one just to keep East Indies from dying, but we'll see. And then he mobilized that stuff there. Yeah. Artillery and 2 infantry to each Manchuria, Japan. Okay. All right. I'm behind. I'm 30 points back in attack power, and I'm behind. Income, he's making 73, and I'm making 95. So that's pretty good, but that's not going to last. I got to make good use of my money. I went ahead and bought 2 tanks, an artillery, 4 infantry, and a fighter, and I had to do that because now with this, technically he's threatening Alaska, right? So if he decides to drop something in Alaska, I'll need to kill it. So I bought a couple tanks for Western United States and a couple planes for East, and there'll be 2 planes at the end of this turn in Eastern United States and then we'll be able to kick him out of Alaska if he decides to take it. All right. I'm not doing a whole lot of combat here. My whole combat is going to consist of 1 infantry going there, 1 there, and our 2 artilleries going up there. And that is going to be all of our combat for America. All right. And then for the non-com, we are going to send 1 fighter down to Africa. That fighter's going to India next turn. And then we'll send a fighter up there. We'll send 1 of these fighters up there. Send both of our aircraft carriers. Let's see. We're going to grab this stuff. Go to Sea Zone 8 and drop everything in England. Our destroyer's got to go back down to Sea Zone 8. Our cruiser's got to go up to Sea Zone 8 with this destroyer as well. And then this transport goes to 10. These 2 transports go to 10. These 3 guys go up here, and these 3 artilleries go up there. And then our transports are going to 33. The reason we're going there is so we might be able to transport these units up to Persia and get them involved in here. It'd be nice if we could have some American units up there. We're kind of setting up to go north now with America and England, but we'll have to keep trading France and Northwestern if possible. And that, my friends, is going to do it for USA round 6. So let's close that out. Alright, so we put our fighter into Eastern, our 2 tanks go into Western, and everything else goes into Eastern. Oh, you know what? I don't need to do that. I put him here. Because next turn, all this stuff's going up to 3. And I'm going to have no... right? I'm going to have no... so if they go there and they go there, next turn... then the turn after that, when the transports come back, they can go there. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's put everything in the East Coast, or the West Coast. Because this next turn, round 7, I'm going to have to take my 6 transports and go up here to 3. Or they're going to go here and trade. In any case, they're going to be on this side. So then those guys can move up. So then the next turn, the transports can go back and these guys can go over. And plus we can add more troops there, so we can maybe even do it 12. We got to add some transports. Okay, that might even be better. So let's do that. All right. All right. Now let's buy 6 infantry. And then we are going to hit this. 3 infantry and artillery. And our 2 planes. We're going to hit this with 9 infantry. And a tank. We're going to hit this. I gotta make sure I block this. And that's, yeah, that's it. We're actually going to back off this Soviets here and let them go into trans. Because it won't really matter, so I don't really care. Let's see, 1, 2... Now why did I do that? Fuck. Well, those guys are going to be dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, I thought I counted right. 1, 2. Nope, I counted wrong. Because you can... Oh, no, he's right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I counted right. Okay. Fuck, I thought I really fucked that up. No, I counted right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Alright. Alright, let's get this done. Alright, combat was great. We did not lose anybody in West Russia. We only lost one guy in Ivanki, and that was it. So that was pretty freaking good. Our fighters are going to land here in the Caucasus. I calculated this out. If he wants to attack with his tank, his fighters, and his bombers. Let's see. I did that somewhere. It's 1%. It's 1% to win. So, if he wants to do that, fine. Our tank is going to India. We're backing this guy off. Let's see. I'm gonna go one guy here. We'll go two guys. Two guys there. And then we'll go... We'll move 10 guys there. Right? Yeah. We're going to put 6 more guys here, so that'll be 11, but he can't reach it. And so it's fine. I just want to make sure he can't do anything with this. If he wants to hit it with 2 guys and 3 artilleries and a bunch of fighters, that ain't going to work. Let's see. Let me do that real quick. Well, I have 19. No AA gun. Actually, I can move the AA gun as well. I will have an AA gun. 19 infantry. And 1 tank. And he can do 2 infantry. 3 artillery. No tanks. What does he got here? 4 fighters. 4 fighters and a bomber. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Alright. And the whole point is all this shit here can go back into Russia. We're not really branching out. We're just kind of expanding so that he can't just take stuff back. I don't want to trade. If I don't have to, I don't want to trade. I'd much rather just punch him out. Now he's most likely going to take this back, but since we, maybe we'll take some of his guys out, and he's going to have to use some of this stuff here to take these back. So that's the whole point, right? And then we're going to try to get something going here in the Pacific. Anyway, it's a long way from being over, probably, unless I made a huge mistake, and I can't see one yet, but you never know. So let's do that. Put the 6th Infantry into Russia. And let's look at the... Okay, so I cut the attack power lead to 16. Income, he's at 66, and I'm at, let's see, 82, 102. That's going to change, though, because he's going to take... he's going to take probably both of these back. I would think. But it's going to maybe cost him some troops, hopefully. And he doesn't have enough. If he stacks, I can still defend. I can keep Russia alive, which is the point. So, that is going to do it for USA 6 and Russia 7. And I will see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 7. Alright, welcome back. This is the end of the game. So, my opponent timed out. He did not make a move in the 24-hour period and timed out when it was Germany's turn, right? Yeah, Germany's turn. So, I don't know the guy personally, so I couldn't really ask him why he decided to let the clock expire. He may just have a bunch of games going and saw that this one wasn't going the way he wanted, and then just paid attention to his other games and just let it run out. Let's see. This was a close game. This was a very close game. Attack power lead is close. I cut into his attack power lead. He did have 7 attack power lead on me, but it was a little bit greater than that, and I was able to claw my way back. Economically, I was getting better. He had a huge stack in Germany. That wasn't going to fall anytime soon. He had a nice stack in Karelia. That wasn't going to fall anytime soon. But I think he was looking at Russia. He was not getting enough pressure on Russia with Japan. And I have so many fat stacks. I have 2 fat stacks in the Caucasus and Kazakh. He was not going to crack that. And as long as those guys were in range of Russia, I was just going to keep adding and adding and adding and adding to the defense. And that was not going to be cracked anytime soon. Maybe he could have taken India. I know he went for India early in the game, I think round 2, with like a 10 or 15% chance, and failed it. And that really set him behind. He also never really pressed. Every time I felt like he was going to press and cause me issues with Russia, he would just trade and back off. And he was just content to keep Karelia, but not really threaten Russia. And if Russia's not threatened, then I can send planes to India. This was going to be a nuisance for him too, because I was going to use my aircraft carrier again to block his fleet here from taking this back. And then I probably, my plan was probably to throw an industrial complex on it and just build a solid defense there. Concentrate on defending those while trading these and getting America. This stuff here probably would have gone to India to defend it, because he was getting a decent push towards India. I don't have a lot of defense here. And of course, this fighter was going to India. So all in all, it was an interesting game. Definitely thought it could have gone either way. I definitely wasn't out of it. But I don't think he was out of it either. So anyway, that is going to do it for the game, and it's going to be the end of this video. I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you back for another video.